Good morning, students. Children, we know in this chapter that there are different types of disasters. Some are man-made disasters like fire or some accidents of plane or train, or maybe some chemical disaster in the factories or industries. Natural disasters which we studied in this lesson like floods, drought, earthquake, cyclones, landslides, avalanche, tornadoes, volcanoes, tsunamis and so on. We have no control on these natural disasters. They can strike us at any moment, at any time. Isn't it? Natural disasters are due to some natural cause where man or human beings have no control over it. Some of the disasters like earthquakes cannot be predicted also. Even volcanoes also cannot be predicted. So there is no time for us. We are helpless in this occasion or in this situation. So we should try that these natural disasters, if they occur or if they strike, how can we save the life of people, animals and then the property? So the main concern of the government is to see that there is less damage, less loss of life of people, which is the utmost concern or utmost priority. We have studied that for every disaster we can do some things to prepare ourselves, like to take shelter in a safe position or safe place, or maybe have some medicines, dry food and water ready, that in case there is a calamity we can immediately go out of the shelter and survive with that food and water. Of course, government, you must have seen during the flood, especially that you find that food packets are distributed through the air services. Even during earthquakes, different government agencies, government organization and NGOs, those who are voluntarily working for the service of the people, they work together hand in hand and save the people. Sometimes during the earthquake or maybe fire or other cyclones, people are trapped in the buildings, they cannot come out, so they have to be rescued. So in this way, this different government organization as well as the NGOs, the voluntary organizations, they work. And one of the important voluntary organization, children, is your Red Cross. I think you have seen Red Cross. It's a worldwide organization. Here you can see during the earthquake of Nepal, which was very severe one, brought loss of life of people and all that. You can see that they are rescued, they are given some medical attention and food and shelter, because they lose their home. Their houses are broken, they cannot live in the open area, temporary shelter they are taken. All these things, Red Cross, you can see here another Red Cross ambulance rescuing people in case of floods. There are many occasions where Red Cross come to the service of anywhere in the world. It's a worldwide organization. It render their service to each and every human being all over the world in case of some disaster. Okay, so remember children, Red Cross Society, it's not a government organization, it is a voluntary organization. Then disasters are common. Now what can we do? So the government in 2005, the government of India set up a National Disaster Management Authority called NDMA. National Disaster Management Authority. So this is very important because disasters will be there. It can occur at any time, any moment. But how can we prepare ourselves for the disaster? How can we, what are the steps? You cannot just say that, oh, it is my home only. No. Thousands and thousands of people are affected. Many people lose their life, animals die, crops are destroyed, houses and buildings are destroyed, electric supply is snapped. No, roads, bridges damaged. So this is a huge scale disaster. So the government has to manage it properly. It is headed by the Prime Minister and the heads of the states, all the chief ministers of the states. Emergency services help to bring relief to those affected by the disaster. So that's why you see food packets distributed, medical help like doctors and nurses coming to those places. Different type of machineries are shifted to those areas to take out the people from the trapped. They are trapped. When there is flood, the boats are put into service. Army personnel, they rescue people from their houses or from their, wherever they are, stuck. And boats, because there is water at that time, boats are needed to rescue people. During earthquake, machines are needed for making way for the people to go inside and take out those trapped people. In this way, this disaster management, this is, children, the logo of disaster management. The disaster management is very important. They take the initiative as we were about to, there was a flood warning in Narmada near the low-lying areas. At that time, immediately the disaster management shifted those people who are staying near this Narmada river, and it can cause flood and affect their houses, and they may lose their lives. So this is the logo of disaster management. Okay, children, this is what is disaster management. As you can see, it is written that disaster strikes, how to prepare for the disaster, mitigation, recovery and response. So what are the things they can do? Preparedness, activity prior to a disaster, those disasters which we can predict, like the cyclone, it has been formed. So the government can do something. Flood, the water level is rising, scarcity of water, droughts can be there. So in this way, prepare. Example, prepared plans, emergency exercise, training, warning system, giving warning through radios to the fishermen. Response. Now, how the government or any agency will respond? Activities during a disaster, public warning system, emergency operation, removing people from those affected area, search for and rescue when there is cyclone, when there is flood, when there is an earthquake or a volcano. Many people maybe just no trace of them, missing. So how to rescue these people, search for the people, recovery. Now disaster has already struck. Activity following a disaster, temporary housing, as I told you, like this Red Cross, giving shelter, temporary shelter to those people who are whose houses are broken or washed away, or in the landslide, the slopes of the mountain, those people living in the mountainous area or the hilly areas, their houses are just washed away. During the calamity of Kedarnath, you know that landslide, major glacier came down and washed away everything. So temporary shelter, housing, clean, processing and run, long-term medical, maybe some people are badly injured, medical services and counseling for those people who are in a trauma after the disaster. And mitigation means activities that reduce the effect of disaster. Example, building codes and zoning. Now preparedness for the disaster. Like in school also, so we had the drill that if there is a disaster, how we will run, from which door we will run. You must have seen in your school, huge board is there to show that if there is an emergency accident or disaster, how the students and the teachers and the other staff and other members in the school building will exit or come out of the building. Vulnerability analysis and public education. Educating people, teaching them, training them that how to overcome the disaster, like those fishermen who go to sea and ocean. So in this way, as you can see, disaster management has a lot of work to do. They do the work hand in hand with the government agencies in the local level, from panchayat to the state government to the central government, as well as the other agencies like we talked about Red Cross services. Okay, so in this way, when the disaster strikes, how we can save the life of the people, animals, and the damage of the property can be lessened. Okay, thank you children.